Welcome to One Card, Two Tunkles. I'm Gerald from TarotStache here with the amazing, wonderful, and gorgeous Ritchie from Longman Tarot. Am I allowed to say that since Peter's out of the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please say it more. Please say it more.
Today we're pulling one card. This is One Card, Two Tunkles.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ritchie's brainchild.
Ooh.
Where we're pulling one card to answer your question. You're getting two perspectives on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you get one card, twice the insight, maybe even 3 times the insight, because it's Ritchie and Gerald. Eventually, we suddenly weave them together.
Oh, you did that so well.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I've had really amazing support. So if you would like a reading, please, if you want a reading, hashtag free into the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Thorpe free. If you are selected and you have a specific question, we'll type it into chat.
Yeah.
So there's that. And why do I not have? I don't have a fancy. Yeah, whatever.
You haven't got a fancy thing.
I haven't. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No.
It doesn't, because what matters is you are watching this live or in playback.
Yeah,
we appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
We definitely do. Ritchie, what's going on with you?
Well, busy, kind of getting ready for Yule, Christmas. If I'm honest, I'm dodging all the viruses and bugs that seem to be around everywhere at the moment. So
congratulations.
Thank you very much. So far, we'll see how it goes this weekend. Oh, the cat's appeared as well. Sybil's there to clean.
There we go.
I've been to Glastonbury last weekend as well, so that was fun.
Ooh. Did you have any takeaways from Glastonbury?
Well, there was 1 or 2 things I purchased.
Oh, well, here, let me do this so everybody can see.
You know how I do love a shiny stone myself?
Yes.
Well, I saw this. I went with the lovely Sandra, Spirit of Avalon, and there were lots of lovely stalls. It was their Christmas, they call it the Frost Fair there. Lots of lovely artisans and gorgeous things everywhere and delicious food. And so we spent the day just having a look. And I thought, you know me, I like the odd crystal. It's true, I have perhaps 1 or 2 in my collection, it has to be said. Didn't think I needed any more, and then this little one popped into.
Here's the thing, Ritchie. That's not just a crystal.
No.
It's jewelry.
Oh, yes.
So it doesn't go with the crystals.
No. No. And I just love new ways of wearing labradorite.
Yes. Do you have any labradorite?
The odd 1 or 2, yeah.
The odd 1 or 2 chunks of it.
Tons of it.
Oh, River wants to know if you climbed the tour.
I didn't. No, sorry, River. I've done it a couple of times before. It was very wet and kind of slippery, so I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. And we didn't really have much time. We were there for just over a day and like a couple of hours in the morning. And there were so many wonderful things. I did go to Chalicewell Gardens and I did go to the Abbey, though. So, yeah.
Very nice. So it was rainy, and that means that the weather was, I don't know, could be used to describe a cake or something.
A cake.
You know, let's say hi to some of the best chatters. Angie is here. We have Dis2666, Beth Aspasia Rising, Hypnicity, River, Maureen,
Hi, everyone.
Tiffany, Pamela Batchelor, who I'm not allowed to say the M word since she's here.
Mhm.
And yeah, don't forget to do all the YouTubey things. Okay, Gray is here. And what's funny, I think you may have missed this, but you know, the name looks like queso, Gray queso. It's not, it's just the numbers that YouTube has assigned. But I made it into queso, so I am constantly hungry now for chips.
Not,
So
I won't say the M word. You don't want your chips to be.
no, don't do that. Rossi has joined us, and still sounds like ye had a brilliant time.
Oh, yes, it was wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, lovely.
Linda Kelzer is here. Yeah, prepare for the M word. I know not of what you speak. Hi, Tamitha. It's good to see you. Yes. Tea Garden Chicken. Queso isn't bad either. I hear you. Edward is work lurking. So,
Lots of lovely people. Lots of people I haven't met before, so that's nice.
oh, well, please take the time and like and subscribe to the channels. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, I love it. Me too, but stop it, Gerald. I'm out of cheese. That sounds like an emergency, actually.
It does, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheese. Please remember this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. Because,
Very important.
yes, very, very important. All Ritchie and I both do private readings, so contact information is available. So there we go.
You could contact me through the Facebook chat. Do it that way, probably easier.
There you go. The Facebook chat.
Have a Yule reading. Why not? Start the year off as you mean to continue.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, Rossi. Everybody needs to like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Share after the show.
Mm-hmm.
Ritchie.
Yes.
This is a brilliant idea. Do you want to say anything before I actually spin the flying fickle figure of fate?
Well, thank you. This is our second one, isn't it?
Yes.
And we weren't sure how the first one would go when we come up with ideas for this. And the ideas simply came from one of our usual readings that we do, Gerald. And I think we both pulled the same card for somebody. And I thought, that's interesting how obviously people are interpreting it differently. So that's where the idea come from. One card, but from perhaps two views, two brilliant readers. Let's blow our own trumpet, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sylvia has joined us. Debbie is here. Aquarius. Jules learning to listen. We actually have a show scheduled to do Yule readings.
Yule
readings. So
I love that word so much.
So yeah.
We do.
Okay, so I just got a delivery which I need to go manage.
Oh.
So I am going to I will put up a video.
Public service announcement.
Yes.
Okay.
This section of the video is brought to you by the word autumnal. Everyone say it with me. Autumnal. Autumnal. Of, relating to, or characteristic of autumn. Drop like the autumn leaves and like, share, subscribe to our channels. Autumnal.
Oh, there we go. I don't know if the sound working for you because I didn't hear any of that, but never mind. He's absent at the moment, so we will
Oh,
continue.
yeah. Sorry
Oh,
about that.
there he is. He's back. Did you get
Yeah,
your parcel?
I just got a lovely package from someone. So
Ooh, the sound wasn't working for me on that one, so I don't know if
it
that's
wasn't.
an issue. It might just be me, but you know. But
No.
never mind. It was autumnal.
It was autumnal. Timmy always wanted a Yule log.
Oh, I love a Yule log.
Yes, which isn't the history about the Yule log is from leftover from the maypole.
I think so. Yeah, yeah. One way you could do it is burning a big stick, yeah, and saving a bit from that. However, I don't know. Do you have chocolate Yule logs in the States?
Do we have Yule logs in the States?
Chocolate Yule logs.
Sometimes we do.
Those are my favorite Yule logs.
Yes. The last time we talked, Ritchie, you were making a particular St. Delia Smith's cake.
Yes. Yes. It's still being fed alcohol on a very regular basis. It's going to be really sloshed, this cake, by the time it gets to Christmas. It won't be able to stand up on its own, definitely.
Yes.
But it's got to be marzipan and ice, which I always do the first days just before Christmas. So, yeah, it's going very well, thank you.
Very, very nice. Well, let's jump into this. Please remember to like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to, how about we pick 4 names?
Let's do it. 4 people.
4 people. If you are selected, you get to actually type in your, Can you hear the background music, Ritchie?
I could only hear the background music.
Well, I
can hear you now.
It works.
And do I need to call them out for you again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Angie Burks.
Because I'm frantically writing them down.
You need a PA to help you with these important things.
Yes.
Ethnicity.
Love it.
Next up. Claire. G4040.
All right. These people who are the lucky winners, make sure you type in your question. If I don't hear from you.
Yes, Angie, you did get called.
You did get called, Angie. Huh?
And Maureen is also up.
I think that's great. So here we go. Congratulations to the winners. Please let us know you are here.
I think I need a headpiece for when we do that bit, like with lots of feathers, like a kind of Vegas showgirl, don't you?
I bet you
doing this the whole time.
You could probably. Well, I changed the music all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Kaylee from Fogo Pogo is work lurking.
Hi, Kaylee.
So, okay. I'd love a Yule reading. Got you, Angie. Got Angie Hypnicity, Claire T. I have not seen, and Maureen. You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna have to. Oh, Claire T. Got you. Thank you. And Maureen, if you're here, please say hi. Because if I don't, I'm going to have to do that. You know. Maureen, got you.
Good question.
We are actually using the standard Rider-Waite Smith.
Yeah. Because we're both kind of reading off the same, aren't we? I've got my Radiant Wise slightly more colourful, perhaps. or dirtier on the side, but it's still pretty standard Pamela.
Angie would love a Yule reading.
I might put on this one then.
I'm going to have you pull the first card, if that's okay.
Okay, that's lovely. I will do that. Lovely, Angie.
And I'll pull the second card.
Yule reading. Now, this is very interesting because I just now I was going to show you the back of my card when you just did yours, and one card came out. I've shuffled it, and guess what? The card has popped out again. So for Yule, the devil. We have the devil for the Yule reading.
Wow.
Now, this excites me. I'm going to go first because I'm downloading as we speak.
I love it.
This is exciting because when I saw this, I didn't actually think the devil like we would normally interpret it. I saw Krampus, and of course today is Krampusnacht, isn't it? It's the day of Krampus. So I'm just wondering if this is popping out to give us a bit of a message about the idea of Krampus. Of course, Krampus delivers, toys. I think it's toys or sweets to the good children, but doesn't he beat or something the bad children there? So this devil card, or Krampus card, I'm going to call it from now on, is suggesting to me that the Yule season is going to have those two oppositions going on. There's going to be absolute time to have fun, celebrate, do all the wonderful things, the enjoyment, the good side of things. And then there's going to be the other side going on, the perhaps not so good. Now, that's not to say that it's bad. Perhaps it could be naughty. Perhaps it could be other things that are going on. But I think your Yule season is going to flick between the two of those ones, where there's opportunity to do really good things to help promote yourself, to help move you on in your journey, just to have an indulgent time. And there's going to be times when it can be a little bit naughty, things perhaps you shouldn't be doing. But remember, you do need that in life, that good and that bad. Yes. Find that balance. So happy Krampusnacht to you.
Yes. Angie did say the devil can be interesting. They are Norwegian.
Oh, there you go.
And River did say they're going to the Krampus festival tonight.
Fabulous. Never been to one.
Yes. Okay. Will you hold up the card for me?
Of course.
Because what the devil is showing me for Yule, you have an opportunity to take to use Yule and moving forward to explore the things that you haven't wanted to before and shine a little bit of light on them each day. It's not a huge thing. The devil for me is oftentimes it's the things that we don't want to look at. However, this is the perfect time of the year to do that. Look at them, write them down, and do what Ritchie was talking about, that 13 days of Yule.
Yeah, that's right. 13 days of Yule, write them and then burn them.
So I think it's an interesting time for you to, Angie, to invite the devil in for a cup of cocoa, sit him down, listen to him, and then when the cocoa is gone, you move him on. You move him on. So, I like that.
That's got a good vibe.
Yes, it does feel very good. It feels very appropriate for a Yule reading. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Angie.
Yeah. Will you? Okay. Let's. Okay. So from there, we have. Let me hide that. We have Hypnicity, who has asked, "What is my financial outlook for the rest of this year?"
Okay.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
Saying that, I'm going to pull for you. By the way, if Angie's reading resonated for others, let us know in the chat. Hypnicity. Financial reading for the rest of the year is the 10 of Wands. Nalani, you're overextending yourself. There's not a lot, there's not enough to go around for everything. What this is telling me is in the last days of December to make sure you are carrying only what you need to.
Mhm.
Because this 10 of Wands is about, it's a lot. It's living with your choices. Magically, you're not going to change your financial stuff in just 1 month. And this is oftentimes a month where people overextend themselves because of the gift giving.
Yeah.
I would not much I can do about it waiting on lawyers. I understand that. So I would encourage you to understand what it is that you're carrying and make sure that you still want to carry it. Ritchie, what about you?
I'm going to extend that out pretty much the same, but I'm going to say make sure you're organized with it. Now, when I see that card, I see somebody on stage. There's a line at the bottom. That's a theatrical backcloth going on there. I see a person trying to clear the stage. Now, if you've ever worked in the theatre before, you know that stage hands often rush on, clear scenery and rush off before the next scene comes on. And that's what I see that chap doing. I see him racing on, clearing up the things, but
Yes.
he's about to drop them. So he needs to be organized and you need to be organized, streamlining, perhaps share the job out. That is too much for one person to be dealing with right there. So nobody is going to help him until he turns around and says, I can't cope with picking up all of those 10 sticks. So perhaps reach out and ask for people who will be more than happy to help. Because the scenery needs clearing, things do need changing, because without that happening, you can't get on to the rest of the play.
Yes, I love that. Hypnicity, Nalani said, manifesting abundance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Lovely.
you very much, Hypnicity. And so then we have Clarity. What can you tell me about my next week
ahead? Do you know what? I love doing readings on Fridays. I always give myself a reading on a Friday.
Do you?
Because I always think I need to be prepared for the next week, but I'd like to sit and think with it over the weekend rather than rush into it on a Monday or Sunday night, that kind of thing. So I think Friday afternoons, because you're normally in quite a positive mood if you've got the weekend off and not having to work it. So I feel like it's the most constructive time to actually do something positive like a reading. So it's quite nice we did. So the week ahead.
I like that.
Okay, I have the Knight of Cups. Oh, it's flying out my hand. Knight of Cups for you. So the Knight of Cups is the energy of next week. Our knight is a little bit fancy. That horse is just having a kind of, it's a bit like a show pony. It looks like it's doing dressage almost on that one there. It's not really moving. It's just showing itself off into its finest that it can do. So all that to do with the dressage and the way the horses position themselves. It's absolutely stunning and takes a lot of practice. But when it comes to physically moving, it's not always the quickest way of doing it. So that's what the next week is going to be suggesting that's going to be happening. It's quite a showy week for you. There's a lot of things that are going on. There's a lot of things that may be sparkly or take your attention. We are coming up to Yule and Christmas and all the lights and everything that needs doing there. So just remember that you're not going to progress perhaps as fast as you would like to with everything that you have planned into next week, but actually take time to enjoy it. Take time to enjoy the show. Take time to look at the lights. Take time if you're making or wrapping or decorating to actually enjoy it. Don't give yourself a massive long list and try and rattle through it. You're actually going to be more productive if you take a little bit of time and a little bit of showiness, a little bit of gorgeousness. Whenever I'm decorating or making something, I always talk to myself almost like I'm narrating a show, TV show or something. Just enjoy the whole creative process, because the Knight of Cups is also a very creative, expressive character. So it feels like you are going to get things done, but enjoy them whilst you're doing them.
I love that. Sylvia asked, the court cards throw me off. It is like, what are they about again? Well, nights for me are always about action. I think nights are always on a quest. So for me, for you, Claire, for the week, for next week, this is an opportunity to where you can just be as freaking joyful and emotional as you want. We're coming up on the holiday seasons. I think it would be amazing for you to really pay attention to when you get dressed to go out. Think of it as a suit of armor that says, I'm awesome and so are you.
I love it.
So the week could certainly be, it can be emotional, and emotions are fine. Just make sure you are understanding that there are emotions, and sometimes because that night has only one foot up. Take a breath before you actually do or say anything, just to make sure you've got your clarity with it. And oh, look, and I said clarity. Slow, beautiful, glamorous progress. Swoosh, swish, swoosh, and sashay my way through it.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. That's it.
You nailed it.
Love it.
I
think we should all learn from that. We should all try and do that next week.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Joyful would be a wonderful week. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you both. You're welcome. I also think it's one of those things. I was thinking about this because last week here in the States, we had Thanksgiving. I wonder what would happen if people, whilst they're out and about, if they held doors for the people who are coming up behind them and smiled and just held the door and smiled at people.
It's very interesting you say that. One of the joys of going to London is that everywhere has escalators going up and down, particularly on the underground. And it's a proven fact that if you are, when you go down or up an escalator, if you smile at the person that's coming up, they will smile back at you. Not in a weird way, but it's an infectious thing. It's just that little moment of joy. Yes. And it's a really lovely little thing to do.
Yes. I do want to say hello to Jacob. I am seeing Jacob tomorrow for a Yule celebration because when I'm finished here, I am going to be washing some dishes so I can make some potato and leek soup for it.
Wow.
And Denise Fletcher Tarot, who just celebrated their 70th birthday, is here. Hello, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Yes. Yes, life would be much more pleasant if, and manifesting cooperative energy. Yep.
Yeah.
My mom taught me to hold doors as appropriate manners. I'm also, you're welcome. Here's the other thing. I also, when I'm out at a restaurant, I do this weird thing. I actually push my chair in when I leave. I know it's a new concept. So there we go.
Do you know what? Someone told me something that I do, which is really nice whenever it does. I do it. Whenever the server takes your order, okay, I always go, please, may I have? I always say, please, may I have? I never go, I'll have this or I'll have that one or just bark something at them. And it's really nice. Someone said, that's really nice the way you order food. I was like, I've never noticed I do it, but I was brought up properly, you see.
Yes. Yeah, Maureen is like going, that's how I was raised. Oh, and River said, I like to learn a server's name at a restaurant. Yes. So Maureen has asked, will my father, Gail, be home for Christmas?
Okay.
And I have for you the Four of Pentacles. I don't know what's going on with your father.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to say, as will your dad be home or your father be home for Christmas? I'm not exactly sure because they're making sure that before before, I don't know if he's in the hospital or in some sort of care. My daddy is in the hospital. He has sepsis.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I am very sorry to hear that. I'm going to give this a soft probably not, because what they're wanting to do, they're wanting to make sure that his physical body is in a solid foundation. You don't want to move that, and moving before everything is secure can cause a relapse. And I know that is, I would expect it's disappointing. I would also expect you to figure out a way to bring Christmas to your daddy in a way that is not going to be disrupting. So.
Yeah, I get the same kind of energy, and I'm sorry about that. I will say this, if this helps, that the Four of Pentacles here, that character is rooted in their things, their possessions around them. The Pentacles is about wealth and possessions there. He's got them all. So actually, he is in the best place for where he should be.
That's a good point.
That might not be where you physically want him to be. You might like him by the side. But remember that the Four there is saying he's got everything around him that he currently needs, and that is the best thing to have around him. He's not wearing armor. He has got the things that remind him as well of the things that he cares about. And again, so perhaps if he's not going to be with you, having that communication, having those things around him to know that, you know, we would be there. But yeah, it's also lots of little conditions going on with our Four of Pentacles as well. So I'm just going to say that one to you, is that you may not be in the situation where it is, and I hope he does come and visit you for Christmas. I truly do. But if not, just remember he is in the right place for where he needs to be right now.
It's a very, very beautiful point.
That's important.
Yes, thank you. More people have joined us. Thank you, everyone. And Maureen did say we will make it work. I hope he gets better soon. That's all I want. That's beautiful. Yeah. So Andrea has joined us, and
hi, everyone.
Synthesized Souls Official. If you are interested in getting a reading, it's #free. Octothorpe free. Put that into the chat once. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And gee, we are ready for
some more.
For some more. So here we go. I am going to. Did I already use this one? We're going to get through as many people as we can.
Tiffany Dinsdale. 58 sorry.
Is that too loud?
No. I was enjoying it. You woke the cat up, right?
Tiffany.
Edward Kenneth. The 4th.
Oh, yeah, 4th. Got to remember that. We then have
Chimney. I'm trying to say this properly. Chimney Wodo, is that right? I'm sorry if I did a bad job of that.
You did a better job than I probably would have.
Blame it on my English accent.
There you go. Artsy girl.
River Mist Faye.
That's lovely. I'm going to put us back there. And I have Tiffany's question. MLR has joined us.
Hi, everyone. Joined us.
So Edward Kenneth, I know Edward was work lurking.
Work lurking. I wish my cat looked more interested behind me. Look at it.
It's a cat.
I actually turned away from
it. Are you from?
I do apologise, everyone watching, that my cat is really bored by what's happening.
Hey. And I did see we do have Edward. We got you. River Mist Faye, let us know your question. And well, I think we'll go ahead and get started with Tiffany.
I'm putting Tiffany
on the holidays coming, please.
Reading on the holidays coming. The Chariot.
Ooh.
Ooh. Tarot reader noises. Love it. Okay, right. Let me have a little focus on this one. So, reading for the holidays coming. I don't know if you've got any. The Chariot would suggest to me that there's travel involved. So I don't know whether you're actually planning to go visit someone for the holiday season, or whether that is the case, that you have a bit of traveling, whether by car or other forms of transport, means that you've got to do some moving around a little bit. Because that would suggest that that is a big focus of the holiday, to get that one sorted. However, if you're not physically moving around, we talked a lot about balance, actually, in a couple of the lives that we've got. This Chariot is pretty forceful. Oh, it's traveling by car. This Chariot as well is very non-stop. Once you're on the fairground ride, you're not going to be getting off it, because this Chariot of voices never goes into reverse. It's always forward with this vehicle here. So you said you're traveling by car. Make sure you've had all the checks done on the car before you go. That's what I would say, because what you don't want to do is get loaded up with everything, start your journey, and then find that you've had to stop or pull over or whatever for it there. But the power or the impetus of this card would suggest that it's going to be quite full on the holiday season with you. So sometimes they just say buckle up, don't they? Perhaps that might be a good way of describing this card.
I also think, Tiffany, as this relates to the holidays, and this would go for anybody else who is traveling, especially by car, make sure you have everybody is in agreement of when you're leaving, who's bringing what, who's in charge of the music, who's the co-pilot. Make sure you do a little bit of prep. Do prep, because this is that thing of you never know what's going to show up. And when it shows up, how you respond to it is going to determine what happens moving forward. If you can leave a little early, great. If you are able to, get your snacks. Get your snacks ready as if you were a 12-year-old given $100 in a store to buy your snacks. Go overboard and make the trip fun. Tiffany is, I'm getting ready already.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
Good. That prep, because you just got to make sure everybody's everybody's in the same route. So yeah. Thank you, Tiffany. I love that. This was just in, by the way, from Timmy, Raven Tarot Meditation. That cat is sending his daily report to his peers in the quantum field.
Yeah, she doesn't take prisoners either.
No, she doesn't.
No.
She doesn't. Edward would like a general reading on next week.
Okay.
Tiffany. I'm still waiting for Chime. So, all right, Edward, reading for next week. Edward, what we have for you is the Ace of Wands. Edward, you're going to get a little bit of inspiration. Something unexpected is going to give you a creative burst or a fire in your belly to start something new. My cautionary measure would be to go make sure that your enthusiasm matches your ability and the time available for getting some things done. Edward, I would say something's going to show up unexpected. Maybe at work. Well, you are work looking. Something's going to show up unexpected. That's going to go, ooh, and it may be this thing that gets you through the rest of the year.
Yeah. I would say there's almost it's almost like a baton is being passed on to you. It's the Ace of Wands.
Oh yeah.
I would go that. It's because something is coming your way, and you kind of have to accept it. I'm going to say that to you. There's no opting out of this one. I think it's a positive thing. I think you said it's something about work. It feels like it could be work, or perhaps training part or something. Perhaps training or support as well. But yeah, it feels like somebody's gone, Edward is the best person for that one, given that opportunity. It might be right now you're thinking, I don't want to take it on, but take it on. You will be thankful for that later on, because if you see there's all those clouds and all those kind of, I can never remember what they're called, those little things falling around there, but those are all little bits of energy. And so this thing is buzzing. It's almost like the task that you have to do has got high vibration involved in it all. And by taking it on, not only will you help the person or help the situation, you're going to learn so much about yourself and you are going to shine in it. So look out for that opportunity and don't turn it down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's great. Thank you, Edward. I hope that makes sense. Maru is here. Maru, reach out Nancy Jean and with apologies and move through there.
Yeah.
So that's a tough place to be in. And we do have.
Someone is here. Yeah.
We do have. All right.
Certainly.
Like a reading on my job situation, job hunt.
Right. I'm putting this one on. Sorry.
You are.
Right. You know we're doing one card. Two have just flown out, so I'm going to give you both, and you can decide whether you want to do both or not. But these both came out together, so I'm going to take them. All right.
Right. I agree.
Okay. And I think this makes a lot of sense with the job hunting situation. You have got the Five of Wands, and you also have the Hanged Man, Chime. So I'm going to say I think the Hanged Man represents you in a situation of a situation where you feel perhaps everything's out of your hands and you're literally hanging in limbo, if that saying goes, of what's happening, almost waiting for things to do, things to come your way on that one there. You've put in the work, you've been trying to do all the stuff with the job situation there, but it feels like nothing is moving. It's all a little bit static. You've also got the Five of Wands. Now, this would suggest that in this job situation, things are being a little bit fraught. It feels like some people may be being a little bit overactive. They might be a little bit bumptious, a little bit rowdy, a little bit negative about situations, because the Five of Wands starts as a game that then goes a little bit over the top and people start getting hurt and shouty and ranty about the whole thing there. So it's almost like you're sitting out of that situation. It feels like this is going on around you. People are being a bit aggressive. People are doing things in the name of fun, which isn't fun. So just be careful of being in situations or having conversations with people that they are, just being a little bit, not being very nice or a bit gossipy or just a little bit negative about it. And remember, just take yourself, because you are that hanged man, take yourself out of that situation, because you know you're better than that, and things will settle down. And then the situation is likely to change once all that energy has settled down and dissipated.
And I would add to this, with the Five of Wands, pay very close attention to how you are expending your energy at work. Are you spending your energy in trying to stay away from things that are going on, or are you using it to do your job as well as you possibly can? Don't get caught up in that gossip, as Ritchie had already suggested. Don't do it. Be very careful with that. As it relates to a job search, the Hanged Man suggests perhaps you need to update your CV, your resume, and do 3 different versions of it, where the different focuses are, and then go about the job search in a slightly different way, in unexpected. The Hanged Man does say it's going to take a little bit longer than what you want it to. So pay very close attention to that. Keep doing and keep showing up. Keep doing and keep showing up. I'm sorry if you're having a challenging situation with work. It's never easy, especially because so many things are changing. Don't get caught up in the negative spiral. That is the easiest thing to do.
Can I add something else into it? Because I've just had another thing. The Five of Wands, all those wands are, as we said, the aggravation that people are called. Take those 5 wands and look, turn them into that useful thing that is actually supporting. Imagine they've taken all that negativity and you've turned it into something creative to actually, the Hanged Man is now supported by it. So think about changing what's happening around you to making it, owning it yourself and turning it into something that shines a light on you and makes you important.
So when people are not saying, when nobody wants to volunteer to do something, you can volunteer to do that. That leads into the Six of Wands, which is victory. But I really appreciate what Ritchie said about using allow it to give you a different perspective. That's brilliant.
Thank you. Good luck as well with it.
Yes. Hey, River, what kind of a reading do you want? I have River, but I'm just curious about what type of reading River wants.
There we go. A card pull for me. Focus, recenter.
Okay. And Terry wants to know, what are you feeding your delicious
cake? Well, French brandy in quite a large amount on a weekly basis. So I'll be pricking it, make holes in it, and then I'm going to say dripping, but actually it's more like sloshing French brandy into it.
I like that. Just a card pull to help me focus, recenter. Was surprised by the number of vending events I was unexpectedly accepted to, and keeping up with production has been ... overwhelming. We have the Eight of Cups.
Oh, lovely.
It is overwhelming. And here's something that is a slightly interesting perspective on this. This card is about leaving the things behind that don't serve you. All of the feelings, all of that stuff that just aren't working.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something to remember. You're going, I have got a lot of vending to do. This stuff isn't serving me. I'm going to set it here. I'm going to put it out to recycle. I'm going to throw it out so you can get through to your journey and celebrate it. An eight is a card of if you turn an 8 on its side, it turns into infinity, which gets much more energy and much more energy and much more energy. This feels very much like an opportunity for you to go, try to do things to help with your productivity.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same on this one here, River. Those 8 cups are set up. That person has walked away from the situation knowing they have done the best to leave it tidy, to leave it sorted, almost for somebody else to come along and start working with it if you need to. So much like Gerald said, time to take a breath, take a walk away from it, for however long that needs to be for you to recenter. But the fact is, you realize you have to recenter is the most important part. And again, like my learned friend here did say, what you want to do is perhaps come back and revisit those 8 of cups at another point. And you don't want to find that they've all been knocked over or they're all dirty and you have to start from square one again. You need to be able to pick it up when you're back and ready to face that. The other thing that's important and coming through on my card, it is on yours because you've got a delicious moustache on it, is I'm really seeing the moon and sun eclipse going on with this one there. Mm-hmm. So we had a super moon yesterday. So I'm wondering whether you need to think about the moon energy at the moment. It would be fantastic as we go into, now let me get this right, I always mix the two up, waxing, waning, that's what it's doing at the moment, to actually start to use some of the energy to let go of what you need. So as the moon starts to shrink down from its super moon, cold moon, I think they call it in December, it's the last one of the year. Try, if you want to use that lunar energy, either get an oracle deck, do a reading around that. But each day it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So kind of give yourself the time of the moon cycle to kind of count yourself down. You know how people often do yes. breathing exercises by looking at a dot moving. It's a bit like that. You've got the lunar cycle to just calm yourself and then pick up what you need to again.
River said, infinity symbol, which the limnisket, kind of funny. I make mugs and got a bunch of cups, but that's super helpful. So yes, the other thing that just popped up for me, not into me, that's a different show. What just popped up for me is make sure when you're done for the day that you actually clean up and you put things away. So when you show up, you actually are ready to start, because nobody wants to go into an environment where it's a mess.
Yes.
Where it's a mess. So, thank you, River. I also please want to remind everyone to like and subscribe, catch the replay. So, and Anya is asking if we're going to do another round. I've been hauling in bins to decorate the tree. You want to do another round, Ritchie?
Let's do it. Come on.
Let's do it. Yes. So hashtag free. And and Madame Maru just found out that, thank God I didn't miss it. Different time zone. And you can keep all of the hugs that you want. You can keep all of the hugs that you want. So then that means we are going to do another round. Here, I'm going to do this. Linda de Gonzalez. You know what? It helps add everybody.
There you go.
LA.
Yay! Soul Star.
I was like going, why am I not seeing stuff? Because Gerald. Linda Day Gonzalez, Linda Day Gonzalez, Linda Day Gonzalez.
Pogo, the creator of the Tunkles.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. True.
Loving this music.
Yeah.
MLR 4524.
Ooh, everybody let us know that you're here. I love that eye staring at us.
Oh, who is that person?
I have no idea. We're just going to wah, wah. MLR, let us know the type of reading you want if you have a specific question. Design Marage.
Marge. Was that 4?
Yes.
And then we'll do a collective one, shall we?
I like the way you think.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So we've got there. MLR said Rutro, and that was their boy Jax. He ended up with FIP. So Star Soul LA, please give us your question. MLR, I got your question. And yeah, it does sound like music from a circus.
I was thinking more of a German beer hall myself. I went to the beer. My head went to alcohol.
Yes. And they actually don't they also have big soft pretzels in German beer halls, don't they? Please do not tell me you do not like soft pretzels. Well, my goodness.
However, I have discovered at work, because we've the little pretzels, which I have issues with, but we have them now covered in chocolate, gingerbread, or cinnamon. They're very nice.
Well, anything with gingerbread is good for me. Anything with chocolate is good for me.
No, I don't like the big doughy pretzel thing the size of your head. No, don't like that.
All right. Soul Star, where are you? In the meantime, we're going to start with Kaylee, Fogo Pogo.
Kaylee, reading on the events this weekend. Ooh, what's happening this weekend? Ace of Cups. Whatever's going to happen, Kaylee, this weekend, it's going to be emotional. Let's put it that way to you. So you have the water of emotions pouring from this cup. I wonder if it's going to be, is it a celebration? I don't know, because again, it would suggest perhaps liquid drinking, perhaps a form of celebrations at hand there. But it feels like perhaps the two may be interlinked. Perhaps sometimes if people drink too much, they get a bit emotional. So perhaps there's that's going on there. But it's a chance to reminisce. It's a chance to think back about previous times, and it's that inner love that you often get when you remember a memory that you've forgotten for a long time. It's the sense of that nice warmthness. Yeah, I think it's sociable, but also emotional. There you go. I did say that one. It's emotional. Ace of Cups is the card of absolute emotion. So just take care of yourself with that emotion. If things do overflow, like this cup suggests it might, just take some time out on your own. Just have a break for a moment. If it's all getting a bit too emotional, you are allowed to do that.
I would also say, Allow the emotions to flow instead of bottling them up. I'm going to be also very practical and say, make sure that you are hydrating.
Mm-hmm.
That's an important thing. One of the great things about hydrating is periodically when you are at a social event, you may have to excuse yourself to go relieve yourself. That could be a great way to find your center again if it gets to be too much. If you allow this to be a fulfilling time rather than overwhelming, it's going to be it's going to be fine. She said yes. Going to try to and be proactive and letting things flow because they normally don't.
Mm.
And if you've been in this situation before, don't the premise of this event is to release what needs to. Oh, well, there you go.
Also, I would say, this is just that I don't know why I've had this thought, but I'm going to pass it on to you, Kaylee, because I've had it. Sometimes people don't quite know when a conversation between people has kind of run its end. People don't know how to end that one. Mm-hmm. So think about now, how can you kindly end a conversation before moving on to something else? So there isn't that awkward silence of, I'm going to go and check on this, or I'm going to go and do that. So perhaps that could be a way forward. If you know that things are going to be perhaps a little bit awkward, think of a time, give yourself a couple of scenarios, think through beforehand when it might be useful just to come up with how to finish a conversation and move on to something else.
Mm-hmm. That's smart. Very smart.
Thank you.
It's also a potluck, and I'm sure you're going to be making something that is going to taste freaking amazing. All right. Put in your question if you've got it. And MLR said, this is my birthday month. Could use a focus card or two.
Oh, yes.
And MLR. Oh, she's making homemade peach hand pies. It's not like she's a kitchen witch or anything. Just saying. All right. So your birthday month focus card for you at MLR. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. Yes. The focus of this could certainly be for you to slow down a little bit, think things through, make sure that you have explored the different perspectives. Maybe a focus card could be look at things differently, seeing things from a different angle, which I think could be a very wonderful thing. Could be a very wonderful thing. It was Odin who was upside down trying to get enlightenment. This requires patience. It also requires a lot of strength and dedication. Making sure you're taking care of your brain.
Yeah. My turn?
Yes.
Lovely. Yeah, it's the card of personal sacrifice to move on. As you said, Odin hung, I can't remember how many days, but he was hanged himself from Yggdrasil, and he got, I think, sight all the runes. He was rewarded for it. So to lose something to enable to get something of a higher plane is what this month could be about with your birthday. The other thing here, a bit ties in with what we had with just Kaylee just now, is that you might find that this is a busy month for you, what with birthdays and celebrations and all sorts of other festivities going on there. And again, it is okay to allow yourself to say, I can't do this partying anymore, or I can't attend all these events, or I'm actually a bit frazzled or a bit worn out by it. And that is that sacrifice of not going out, of not perhaps spending the time or what will people think of me is an important sacrifice, because I can tell you from personal experience, magical things really truly happening, life-changing things actually happen when you step back and you're not allowing yourself to be having to attend lots of things because people want you there or people have invited you. It's okay to say no, and it's a good thing to say no when you're not feeling it.
Ooh, I love that. And MLR said, you're making me want to put up bat houses outside. I would encourage you to put bat houses outside. I would encourage you to put double the bat houses you want to outside, because it takes at least a year for them to start to consider being in them. So,
and then dress up as a bat and hang upside down as well.
I love that.
Do it.
Love that. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
All right. I did not get a specific question from Design Maraja, so it's going to be a general.
Yay.
And again, thank you everybody for joining us. Please make sure you are subscribed. Reach out to us to get a private reading.
Sorry, I had to just see to the cat.
Okay.
Yep. She's doing that cat thing of just discovering she's got a tail that needs playing with.
Oh, yeah.
Only 10 years it's taken her to realise she's got a tail. But, you know, right now, when I'm doing a live, is the time to discover this.
Of course.
Yeah. So if you hear rustling, it's the cat. She might make some odd noises in a minute. You can just see her.
Love it. Anya says Ritchie takes that to its natural conclusion.
Oh.
He does.
Yeah. Right. Ooh, okay. This is a general, isn't it?
Yes.
7 of Wands. The wands keep coming through tonight as well. Isn't that interesting? Laboursome time for people this time of year, perhaps, is that the onus is on getting things done and having to do not necessarily the drudge, but all aspects of life that are a little bit asking you to step up to it, because our 7 of Wands is asking you to step up to it. Step up perhaps in areas that you might not be prepared for. This person, I don't know if you ever noticed on the 7 of Wands, they've got odd shoes on because they've had to put them on in such a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
One person's got a boot, the other one's got a shoe on there. And that's because the rallying call has been sent out, and he knows this person. I don't see him as having to protect his space. I see him as rallying the troops. I see him as talking to a crowd of people and giving instruction. This is how you hold that wand. This is how, if you want to be protective, or this is what you're going to do if you want to do a dance with a stick, because it's about instruction, this card, rather than too much protection. So it feels like you may be in a position of giving instructions out, perhaps imparting your information, imparting your knowledge. And that might come in the most bizarrest formats where you are literally having to rush to put one shoe on to do it. But you do know what you're talking about. So don't be frightened of addressing people, because you are a font of knowledge, and appreciate what you have. And if you're not used to instructing people or guiding people, perhaps again, just think about how you might practice that or rehearse it beforehand, because you're going to be asked to step up and talk about what you're good at.
I love how you're saying this. I'm also getting the feeling, not only are you rallying the troops, you are considered a resource. People look up to you. They look at you for where your energy is. If you're happy and excited about something, people are going to follow your lead. Pay very close attention to your energy, what you're putting out there. You're infectious. People get it. If you're excited about something, people will be willing to work harder for it. So that rally the troops. And remember, you get to be lucky in unexpected ways of how to do this, when to do it. And, if you put on a mismatched pair of shoes, nobody's going to notice unless you bring it in and make fun of it.
Absolutely.
So
Beautiful.
thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
I love that. Yeah, this is great. So Ritchie and I are now doing, because I never heard back from Soul Star LA.
Mm-hmm.
But Ritchie and I are back together the end of the month, on the 22nd, for Yule.
Yule.
There may be costumes involved, but I can't
There
guarantee.
will be costumes involved.
Yeah.
It's Yule.
Yes. Yes. Since this is a reading for the collective,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull a card. You're welcome to pull a card, and we can weave them together if you so want.
No, let's do that. Sometimes I like a two-carder.
I have the Queen of Pentacles. The message is for the Queen of Pentacles is to make sure that you are allowing things to come to fruition in their own natural time. The Queen of Pentacles is one who understands the nurturing and having the patience to let things grow and develop. Plan accordingly. If you're working on something, then that actually and it takes 2 months to do, and it's due on the 21st of this month. You cannot cram 2 months worth of work into 2.5 weeks. It's not going to work. So
I have the world. What a perfect card for Yule. I see a nice Yule wreath there. I also see a portal or a doorway into the next year, 2026. I also see the cycle, and that's important because this is what it's all about. We are reaching that important part of the solstice, whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere, it doesn't matter, because we are rolling around that wheel of the year. And it's important to remember that however things are at this time of year, it could be the weather's getting down on you, or it could just be families, it could be jobs, it could be money, all the things that tied into the difficulties of it. It will pass. It's a cycle. And we are about to have a change. It's a bit like a portal. I sometimes think the world card is like the Stargate. You're going to walk through it into 2026.
Yep.
Probably the same old shit that 2025 was, if I'm honest with you. But at least you can go with a fresh outlook. So it's time to start to think about changing things up for the new year.
I also think that the Queen works beautifully for this because she is the master of her physical environment. When you're feeling the chaos, clean some stuff up, put stuff away, make room for that portal to open.
Yeah.
And you can step into that.
Lovely. Joyous.
Perfect. Ritchie, do you have anything going on?
No, I'm super busy. I have so many functions and things to go to from next week.
Okay.
But we have managed to get a live in, as you said. So there's a few things going on.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to be a super fabulous party goer. That's what I'm going to plan to be. And when I'm not being a fabulous, gorgeous party goer, I'm dancing Yule-ish things in outdoors with sticks and bells on. And when I'm not doing that, I'm eating really alcoholic Christmas cake. So, there's a lot to do, to be honest with you.
Someone must do it, and I'm glad you've stepped up to allow this to happen.
I will do that for the people.
Thank you. I do want to tell everybody on Monday, I have the Glimmer Globe 2025 kickoff live with Purple Elephant. Deb H is joining me. So we're going to be doing that. And thank you for joining. One card, two tunkles. Dual readings helped you see your cards in a new way. Let us know in the comments and share the replay with a friend. And until next time, Keep listening to how the cards interact. Take care. Bye.
Bye.